Okay, good morning, guys. It is about 10 to 8 on Friday, the 24th of March 2023. We're at week 50 of the fire journey. Decided just to start with a bit of a look at BBC News. Let's get rid of that timer, albeit it would probably start a few seconds early, but what odds. Quite a bit of financial news about the past couple of weeks. Also quite a lot of instability politically worldwide at present, and that's having an effect on the market as well. There was an announcement yesterday about a interest rate increase. As you can see here, bank warns rates will rise if firms hike prices. So basically suggesting that businesses need to stop trying to cash in on fears of inflation. I suppose some companies might have thought that they could insulate themselves from the effects of inflation by raising their prices before their raw materials actually rose or something like that. But as it says here, that's a bit of a false economy. What else have we got? As you see there, Bordeaux town hall set on fire in French protests. This is a story which I thought was I actually thought it was going to be over by now. In France, they have increased the state retirement age from 62 to 64. Now it's interesting, in the UK we're already sitting at 67 for some people and 68 for younger people. And hardly a whimper said about it, but in France they have set the place alight. In Paris, where there have been no rubbish collections for weeks, I'm sure a lot of that has been burned as well. And it's all to do with this increase in the state retirement age, but not just that. People are absolutely furious because it was forced through the parliament using emergency powers without a vote, and I suppose in essence the French regard their democracy as key, and the fact that that has gone through in the way that it has is just seen as a total affront to democracy, and the people are not having it. There is widespread disorder throughout France, and there has been for a number of days now. Okay, what else have we got here? Nicola Sturgeon's face catches my eye. So Nicola Sturgeon, a couple of months ago I think, stood down as leader of the Scottish National Party. There were 3 people in the running to replace her, and it looks as though there has been nothing decided as yet. And as you can see on the right here, there's a health related story relating to abortion pills, and it looks to me, although I could be wrong, as if they've accompanied that with a photo of a schoolgirl. What can I say? It's BBC News. TikTok here has been banned from being used on any government devices except with express prior permission kind of thing, and that includes devices in the health service. I know that there's also been similar bans across the water in Europe. A contact in Belgium tells me that not only have major infrastructure providers being told to get it off their work devices. They've also actually been told to get it off their personal devices in Belgium as well. So they're really taking the security information quite seriously. However, there are other people who claim that in essence TikTok is actually not really any different to any of the other social media apps in terms of the traffic that flows in and out of it. The only difference really being that in China all companies are required to assist the government if the government decides they want assistance with something, and TikTok, being a Chinese-owned company, would fall under that. But of course, in the UK and in other places too, irrespective of any specified requirement for social media companies to help out intelligence agencies, we know fine rightly that if they decide they need access to something, if they can't just go ahead and help themselves to the information, all they have to do is go to court, convince a judge to sign a court order, and hey presto, what's the difference? They're still going to get access to the data that way. So guys, it's 2 minutes to 8 here at present. The market is closed for the next couple of minutes. Just looking at what happened yesterday, I'm presuming the market fell by near enough 0.9%. As I say, there's been a lot of turmoil recently. Actually, in terms of the performance for the week, it's really not moved, and we're down about 2.5% in comparison to this time a month ago. However, compared to this time 3 months ago, it's up 2%. Compared to this time 6 months ago, down 4%. And compared to this time a year ago, down 4.8%. So there is a bit of an opportunity to do a bit of dollar cost averaging. As you can see, we're exactly 2% below 2% below the total invested in our portfolio value as things stand. Guys, I want to just queue this up to fire it through as soon as the market opens. So without further ado, let me hit the buy button. As you know by now, if you've been a regular watcher, we always buy £120 value of the Vanguard S&P 500 exchange traded fund. This is looking at it on Trading 212. The market is still showing us closed, even though my clock below says 8 AM. So in the next couple of seconds, we'll probably see a little bit of a move here. It's the blue line you're watching. Average purchase price 626,222. Currently, I'm expecting that to fall a little bit. Market open, and it looks as if it opened down a bit. Yeah, down 0.31, and the trade that I put through has executed, because I can see it down at the bottom here. These figures haven't updated here. Let me just refresh that, because we're actually pretty much at the £6,000 now in terms of our portfolio value. And guys, this is really the value of consistency. If you followed the journey, you'll have seen that every week without fail we've been investing £120 into the market, and just as we're coming to the end of the first year, irrespective of the fact that the theoretical portfolio here has actually fallen slightly in value. We still have amassed quite a sizable sum of money, and it's always good to have that available, just in case you actually would need it. Although, as I say, the intention here is not really to amass the sum of money to then to then actually use it for something. If that was your intention, you'd be better using a savings account. And as things stand, actually, at the current time, there are savings accounts that are offering in and around 4.5%. Arguably, it's not great value whenever inflation's running at 10 or 11%. But rather than maybe sitting on cash in a current account where you're actually getting nothing for it, and it's actually decreasing in value in real terms, you would be better to put it into a savings account, and at least get something for it. This investment is only for your excess cash that you don't need access to in a hurry. As I said before, this is a roughly 8-year journey to essentially test and prove, hopefully, the theory behind financial independence and the ability to retire early. So now that has updated, we can see that our portfolio value is currently sitting just below the 6,000. If it had not decreased in value by the amount that it has, we would actually be over the 6,000 by this point. And the average price has dropped slightly, so from 62, was it 62 before, I think? It has dropped down to 62.59. Let's just have a quick look at the notifications. Okay, so there's our notification for our purchase. Chewy slides 7%. Netflix up 9%. I can remember whenever Netflix just took a total dive about a year ago, I think. Snap up 8%. Actually, it might have been a year and a half for Netflix. Coinbase down 20%. That is massive. That actually may be the most significant thing that could be going on in the market today, because I wasn't aware of that, but I see I'm assuming that's from 1:30 yesterday. Significant because Coinbase is a platform where crypto is traded, so the likes of Bitcoin and so on, and as far as I can tell, I think Coinbase is one of the main ones. So yeah, if there is an issue in terms of securities law, that has the potential to create a lot of instability. Watch that space closely, guys. Some other news there about Accenture, Chewy, General Mills, Eva Technologies, GameStop. And then that goes to the last purchase that we had put through. Guys, quite frankly, and in all honesty, I had almost forgotten to post this week. I don't know why I was available to do it on, was it Wednesday? I had basically done a lot of jobs on Tuesday. I had kind of thought, I had it in my head mentally that I had everything done, and in fact, to tell you the truth, I was actually working on another little project on the side using OBS, which is the same software as I use for this. And I think in the course of doing that I had forgotten about the fire journey, which was a bit unfortunate, but hopefully I have made up for that now. And if you're interested, hit the subscribe button to follow the journey, and if you like this one, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a great end to your Friday, and of course have a great weekend. I'll be back again next week with more.